Good afternoon, Plumb here, playing World of Tanks, and it's time for another pop video. Point of Plumb. Quite a short one today, not that I've done that many to give an indication of how long they should be, but yeah, it's not going to be much longer than 5 minutes, I don't think. I've done a new intro drawing that I'm going to share with you at the end of this video, but while looking for the photograph that I needed of a Cromwell, I came across this forum thread, and it's pretty fantastic. There is a lot of photographs on this thread, 57 pages, and there must be at least, I don't know, 50 images per page. Hundreds and hundreds of amazing photographs from World War II. Most of it does appear to be armoured warfare. There's also other images thrown in, bombed out towns and like that, but mostly it does seem to be armoured vehicles litter in the foreground or aerial shots. More recent pictures, like that one, the tank on its side and burnt out. Amazing pictures like that one with the tanks screaming across the field, leaving their tracks behind. Covers all the arenas of the war, the Pacific and in Europe. Amazing pictures from Life magazine, and they really are good quality images. The guy who's put this thread together has enhanced them all and made them look as best they possibly can for the age they are, and it appears he's done an absolutely cracking job. So big thank you to this guy. He really has done the world a favour here with these images. Perhaps these have appeared in books you've seen maybe, or on other websites, but I've never come across these before, and I've spent far longer than I probably wanted to initially looking at this forum thread. It's absolutely fascinating. There's some stuff out in the Pacific, no doubt in Japan. It's got everything in it, absolutely everything, and I did manage to come across a picture of a Cromwell that I wanted to do as my new intro drawing, so that is going to come up at the end of the video. I'll do the quick one that's going to be just less than 10 seconds long to draw it, and then I'll stick on after that one that takes a bit longer, maybe 45 seconds if you're interested to watch me actually draw it a little bit more slowly. It took about an hour and a half in the end to do it all, but it seems to be a historical kind of weekend around here, it seems, where I live. I'm going to show you where I live in just a minute, because it's kind of interesting, it's kind of cool. I live in a pretty historical part of England in relation to World War II. That's page 57, the last page. This has got some images from all the detainees at Auschwitz, and I think that's the commander of Auschwitz about to be hung or shot or something. Absolutely amazing forum thread. Go check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description below. There'll be something in there that will just blow your mind, probably, how it all was. So this is where I live. So I live in the southeast of England. I am an Englishman, in case you hadn't guessed, and that's my neck of the woods. There it is, Kent, and this little bit where the hand is right now, there's Dover, the closest ferry port we have to France, and Calais on the other side. And during World War II, the Germans did like to put their big 18-inch guns on the coastline there at Calais and lob over these enormous shells to the closest town they could hit, which no doubt was Dover. So there's a lot of war damage around Dover. Still, you can go into the woodlands around the area and you'll find these big craters in the ground which were made by the bombs, the shells and bombs from enemy bombers too. The whole area was really ravaged, and hence the nickname Hellfire Corner. And they've been doing stuff in the skies here this weekend. They've been filming aircraft, World War II fighters, like it normally is. Sometimes we get a Wellington or some sort of bomber come flying over, but more often than not it's a Spitfire or a Hurricane. But more often it's the Spitfire, and they've been flying the Spitfire around this weekend. They like to do it this time of year when the skies are looking really pretty, and it's the same time of year that the Battle of Britain was fought in 1940, and they want to go for that historical accuracy on any new footage they're grabbing. So there's always a fighter aircraft up there with a support plane with the camera crew in it doing recordings, and when I'm really lucky they do fly right over the top of the house at maybe 500 meters up, and it's like being at an air show. It's fantastic. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world sometimes. There's a freeze frame of the Spitfire. It hasn't come that close today when I have my camera handy, so unfortunately I haven't been able to show you anything closer than what I've just shown you, but maybe this afternoon when I finish doing this video they might come out and do some more flying. I might be able to grab something more. And so moving on, I was driving along the other day and I had a bright idea. Maybe it wasn't that bright, maybe it's a bit of a dull idea, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to float it anyway, and you can decide for yourselves. Why is there a picture of Rear Window on the screen, Plumb? Alfred Hitchcock's classic 1954 murder mystery movie. Well, that movie's about a guy who's broken his leg, he's a photographer, and he sits there observing all these occupants of the apartments opposite on their day-to-day lives. There he is with his extremely long lens, and he believes he witnesses a murder, but he's not sure. Anyway, it's about looking into people's lives through their windows, and I'd like to do the same to you guys, not like this. I'm not going to start stalking you, don't worry. I'd like to see what you see when you're playing World of Tanks. Now, that's the view he has out of his window, and I think that'd be really interesting to see where in the world you are and what it's like outside the window of the room that you play in. So if you could just grab your camera, take a shot out the window, or alternatively the whole room, and maybe get the window in, and if you know a little bit about photography, maybe you can just bounce a flash off the ceiling and get everything so you can see outside the window and see the whole room nice and clearly. Or just send me 2 pictures. One of your desktop where you sit and play, and then the view out of the window. And I imagine I'll get some images and I'll think, blimey, some of you guys live in weird and wonderful places. And I guarantee I'll show you them at the end of the World of Tanks videos, and I can make it very, very regular if I get quite a few. So this is where I play World of Tanks, in my dimly lit non-window office. There isn't a window to show you out of. You just saw the sky in my back garden. That's probably enough for now. But that's my area where I sit and work and play. So that's what I'd like to see. So we can have a quick look at it at the end of every video. Put your tank username on it if you like, or if you'd like to use a different name, make it very clear. Or if you'd like to be totally anonymous, make that very clear also, and I will respect your privacy. I think that could be quite interesting at the end of every video. A little something to look forward to. So even if it's not that great a video, we've still got Tank Window to look forward to at the very, very end. So please send them in to my regular email address, which is on the screen now. You'll find it in the About tab, and label the email Tank Window so I can shuffle those off into a separate folder and keep things organised. Thanks for listening, everybody. I think that idea could have some distance to it, so don't be shy, send in your pictures. And if I'm never sure about if I should show a picture or not due to, I don't know, nudity or something on the walls, I know how some of you guys are, then I'll run it past Mrs. Plumb. She'll be my adjudicator. And I can either edit parts of the picture, which is probably as funny as putting beeps over swear words, to be honest. So you can leave things in that might be a bit risque, and I'll just edit them with blurs and stars and things. Anyway, that's got some distance to it, I think, so yeah, don't be shy. Coming up are the intro videos. First one's the one you'll see at the front of every video, and then I'll do the slowed down one after that. But I'll sign off now, so keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll play tanks again soon. Take care. Bye bye.